situation. We back.
What's good with it?
It's Chris. You ain't seen him in a minute. He been busy.
Like about 6 months, but I'm back like I never left.
Yeah, we coming today. We talking about what happened with Kevin Samuels, his legacy, his importance, and how and the hate. But before we get into it, man, because I don't lie, I used to really watch this guy, man, and then I used to really I used to be at work sometimes randomly, and I just sing this song like this right here. Hold on, if he's gonna play. You know his little start off, I just literally be like, in the smoke pit. Like, what the fuck did you sing? He'd sit there for like 3 hours, be like, yo, let's get, not 3 hours, I'm catching that.
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes, yeah, like, we gonna get some people in here. And then you be just hearing this smooth music, you'd be like, alright, but, I really wanna start this. We gonna start this. I'm gonna start it, because, like this, for real. Before I get into all the good stuff. Okay, some of y'all people, bro. You know what? I ain't gonna say people. Well, I'm gonna say people, but it's mostly women, and most people I've seen on the internet were hating and saying like, "Yo, this nigga dead." I ain't seen nothing too crazy. Well, I did see something. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I seen another post. The girl was like, "They're going to hell." I'm like, man, what's wrong with y'all people? And I ain't gonna lie, it's sad to say, bro. It's a lot of black women. I ain't gonna lie. In my experience, everybody I've seen that was hating on this man's death was 9 times 10 black. Like, I ain't seen no black dude yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on.
No, it was
probably has been some, but like
it was a mix. It was a mix of everybody.
I'm just saying that's y'all. Like, how y'all gonna hate on somebody that was just like, okay, I know he was stern with people, but like, he was giving his truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, how he seen it, and he was hitting people with facts and statistics. I think statistics, numbers, everything. And y'all want to sit here and want to be like, y'all hate is. You see this shirt over 9,000? That's why I wore it. That's y'all hate right now. Over 9,000. How y'all gonna? He just passed away. So like, how y'all gonna? Like, I don't even like stuff like that. You know, that's crazy to me. And then I see the video. T.I. was talking about. Like, you know, I didn't agree with everything. I didn't agree with everything he said. But like, I understood the purpose of what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Who do you feel like how do you feel like his legacy, like, you know, it is, how it affected people? What was the purpose of it? Like,
well, I mean, it depends, because let me say this. First of all, you know, God bless that man. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I was the biggest fan. I didn't hate the guy. I didn't have anything against him, but I definitely understand why people have emotions towards him. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like vocalizing it and spewing hateful energy, that's where I kind of get a little bit lost. And trust me, I understand. He said a lot of crazy stuff. I know that his last viral video, he was telling women, like, if they was over 35, they was worthless or something like that. And I mean, 35 and single, that they're worthless. And I mean, here's my thing. I wasn't a big fan of the guy. I don't think I've ever watched a real video of his like that. I would just see clips on Twitter. But like Jordan said, that was his truth. And again, I'm not saying that he was right. But what he said is how a lot of those guys, unfortunately, I'm not saying unfortunately, that's how they think. We all have biases. I'm pretty sure some people don't like, you know, skinny, whatever, you know. I'm not about to get into the whole thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's going to be complicated, because you have a certain crowd that feels like he spoke for them because, you know, they were like, okay, we finally got a champion. And then you have another side who feels like, well, you made us feel bad, so we don't care about you. And I definitely understand that side as well. I just feel like if we don't care, if you're somebody that doesn't care, you can just keep it pushing, be like, oh, you know, right. Okay, you know whatever. Because I'm not sitting here and pretending like, you know, I'm gonna throw a big, you know, I'm indifferent, because like I said, I wasn't really a big fan of the guy, because I do feel like at times he did pick on black women a lot.
Yeah, he did.
So
he did. He most definitely did. I feel like, but I feel like it was a reason for it, because I feel like he did a lot with it, with the black women and stuff. But you gotta also be mindful. Some of them black women came up there to really just try to argue with him when he basically said, "Yo, listen, this is my platform. I'm not about to argue with you. We can have a conversation. We can listen." And I've seen a lot of black women on there, and I've seen other races go on there and really talk to this man and get help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Really understand his philosophies and stuff like that. People fear what they don't understand, so that's why they came on there and just be
not to cut you off real quick, but like I think there's this narrative that he only hated on women. But
no, I think.
But I mean, I will say this though. I will say this. I've seen clips where he was, because from my understanding, before he blew up, at first his thing was kind of more holding men accountable in his like earlier clips,
mm-hmm.
And even lately he would still say, you know, if you're a man and you're not making a certain type of money or you're not a provider, how can you expect a woman to submit to you? And I mean, hey, that's for you to decide. But this whole narrative that I think that he just hated on women because that's what the internet wanted to push. And I feel like a lot of times, and here was my problem with, like I said, I didn't have a problem with him personally. But I feel like I told you yesterday, unfortunately, his conversation, no matter if it was positive or not, or, you know, whatever he was trying to accomplish, I'm not even sure. I feel like it caused a lot of divide because, unfortunately, instead of it being let's hold each other accountable, it turned into men being defensive against women and vice versa. Women being defensive against men, and you got men talking about high quality and low quality. When I feel like that's for you to determine whatever you want instead of looking for somebody to justify.
He was basically people like you with him. No, I understood his bluntness because me being in relationships and being in this type of generation now, and even I'm a millennial, I'm born in '90. Right. Like you have to be blunt sometimes with people, you know, and certain women, and the reason why is because in his mind, he's one of those people where like I'm gonna be real honest with you. A lot of people don't take accountability, but eventually a man will take accountability because you know what I'm saying?
Women will too.
Yeah, women will too. But sometimes they when they stand on something, believe something that it's hard to get them to really see like, yo, like, you know, because I've been in situations where I'm like, this person's still not taking the accountability that you're making an excuse at this point, you know. I feel like he was just saying it sternly to them, like as he said, if I'm gonna be nice, if I sugarcoat the shit, they not gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of other things on there. I mean, like far as the submissive stuff and like, I feel like he was just giving you a guide, giving people a guideline. But his bluntness and like sometimes he did say certain things where I'm like, yo, this.
Yeah, like no, it was you know a lot of things. Yeah, but that he said though, that I just felt was just like, very very.
He stood on his word. He stood on his like whatever he said. He stood on it. Like you know, and a lot of them went up there because a lot of women didn't like him. And the reason why another reason why he did this is because for years it's at a time now where like men can talk more about how we perceive relationships and how we go through things and feel and how women should be. That's what he was doing. Because before all these other years, like he do said, because I watched one of his things, he said before, like when God, he said now when men actually do this, like me, in his words, he said when men actually do this, it's like we all being attacked. But earlier on, for days, when we had Oprah and a lot of other things, like, you know, women's shows and stuff, women always talked about how men weren't shit or what they need out of men. And some of them, it was pressure. They put pressure on guys and stuff like that. And as it needed, sometimes it was needed. But when it's time, basically he was saying it's not fair because at a time where he was talking about it and being more blunt. Now it's crazy. Like, why are you not talking to us like, you know, what's called they comparing him to Dr. Umar? First of all, he didn't have a problem with Dr. Umar. He was like, yo, I'm not Dr. Umar. I'm not Dr.
I heard, I don't know this to be confirmed, but I heard that once they got into it, he said some crazy stuff. I don't know what was said. But I can't speak too much. But I heard it got too wild. But no, but like I kind of want to go into something else, like these type of shows, not even just Kevin Samuels, but period. Because like you said, excuse my French,
it's a matter rapper that does that now. Verb does stuff. Like
Verb, yeah, right. But like, it's like I say, Kevin Samuels to me was a response to the whole niggas ain't shit movement that's been going on for years. Yeah. And he stepped in and spoke for those guys that felt like they weren't heard, whether you agree with it or not. that's on you. I mean, I'm on the accountability train where I feel like and sometimes I have to remind myself that I think different and then I view different because I don't necessarily look for people to validate my thoughts. A lot of times, because okay, let's talk about the whole call-in platform thing. It's kind of like, to me, from the clips I saw that went viral, because again, I didn't watch them, but it seemed like the women were trying to justify why they were worthy to whatever guy.
But then when he broke down certain regions, like, okay, you feel like they would say why they worthy, and he'd be like, okay, I'm gonna break down certain things why where area you should work on. But he'll say a little more blunt. So like you said, you feel like worthy because he's like, I'm gonna keep you honest, you got these kids, and then he like, oh, you got a master's degree in what? And then he'll break that down like, okay, good, you got your education, but how you're not gonna really make no money like that. You're gonna apply like that. And it was kind of crazy what he was doing it, but he was making sense regardless of how blunt he was. It was you know what I'm saying. He was telling them, some of them were listening, some didn't know how to answer questions. So he wouldn't. Some of them definitely didn't know how to answer questions.
Right. Yeah. But now let me flip this as well to kind of put it on the men now. What Kevin Samuels did in that forum sort of reminded me, in a sense, not all the way, but in a sense of like when a girl get on Twitter or something or whatever social media platform, and she said, you know, a dude got to be 6 foot, you know, whatever, and make so much money, and then like you'll have men getting mad. Well, you know, what if we don't make this money? Well, then guess what? And that's something Kevin Samuels said. Yeah, I'm kind of circling around. I'm jumping around, y'all. I'm sorry, but you know, Kevin Samuels, to me, at certain points, not all the time, but from certain points, especially when he was talking to men about, you know, being accountable, he was telling men to shoot in your park, pretty much. So, so I mean, like he would tell men,
he was telling them what status you are, what type of live. He's like, okay, if you doing that,
if you making
where you at right
exactly,
now.
if you making X amount of dollars, this is where you at. If you want that type of chick that you talking about, whatever, you have to make this kind of money, and that's just facts.
Oh, I watched another video. I forgot. It was like it was a Fox video. It's this dude. I forgot his. Oh man, I forgot his name, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. But it was a light skinned dude, chubbier dude. He said he was friends with Kevin Samuels, and one thing he said, he was like, what he really talked about was, he stood on what he said, but he talked about, you know, when people like he was holding more women, you know, more accountable, telling them like, yo, you right here. This is what you need to work on. Why do you? Because some women come up there and like, I just need a high vibe. I just need a man that makes this much, or whoop whoop whoop, and he need to be like this. And then he'll be like, okay, tell me about yourself. Why you call whoop whoop? And he'll break them down. Now, in that moment, that's where shit go left, because it's like, how is she gonna proceed? How is she taking this? You know what I'm saying? Like some overvalue, because that's what he said. That's why I'm back at it. The dude said what he was trying to tell women, to tell the audience and stuff, is that, you know, raising a girl into a woman, it's almost like sometimes like we teach them to be a little overvaluing themselves. You see what I'm saying? Like, in a way, and I can't like, because if I had a daughter, I'm gonna raise her.
I'm gonna raise her like that and tell her not to settle for less.
Yeah,
like, I'm just keeping it real.
But what he's saying is some when they get older, women can take that out of context and not look at their actual life and try to want something more than what they already had. You know what I'm saying?
We do that.
Yeah, we do that as well.
We do that as well. I mean,
we do this well.
I understand what you.
I ain't gonna lie, in my
trying
experience,
to say,
and I agree with some, like what dude saying, like, well, some women are more unrealistic with some of their women are a little more, to me, are unrealistic with some of their criterias, what they want in a man.
We can definitely do that as well, because
you know what I'm saying?
We can definitely do that as well.
You know,
it go both ways, man.
It go both ways, but like, I'm really telling you, for a person that's actually been through relationships and actually talked to, like, Chris, I've really been, I see what he was talking about. Like, I'm not even capping. Like, it's women sometimes be more unrealistic with certain shit they be wanting from a guy. Like,
okay,
yes, but then, what the fuck? Like me, I don't have no unrealistic things. I don't have nothing unrealistic.
We all do, man. Every person got something that could be considered unrealistic. If you breathing, you got something that could be considered by some. Maybe it's not unrealistic to you, but to somebody else looking on the outside, they be like, "Oh, you want that? Oh, this ain't that." So I mean,
I'm talking about something that's like just don't make sense. Like you out your range.
everybody wants something that's out their range, bro. If you're not thinking outside your range, then you kind of, compromising yourself. I'm not even talking about just like women. I'm just talking about like period. If you're not thinking outside your range, then you keeping yourself small.
That's cool, but like sometimes certain people, that's how, and then that leads to how people wasting their time with people.
Hey, well, that's on them then.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people use motherfuckers.
That can happen.
Now, why are you? If you want something, you got to be more realistic with yourself sometimes, bro. Like
at times,
as for everybody, even men, it's just women. They are. But he was talking about like, it's just they want you raise a woman to a female to be more than what she is. She a queen.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I wanna get it all that because
that's what you.
I feel
that's
like
just how it is.
It's a great point though that you make, and I want to go somewhere with this. We teach girls to be pristine, like you, this queen goddess, but then we teach our boys be real and focus on life, and that's a problem.
It's a problem, but it's not. It's good. Focus on life. But
we need to put that in our kids because I mean it's funny because I was in a conference, well not a conference but like a meeting yesterday, and we was talking about names and stuff, and I had lightweight got into it with somebody because they said you can't be putting certain names on job applications, and I mean I definitely understand that where it was coming from, but at the same time I said when I have kids I'm gonna give them powerful names because I feel like it's power in that name.
That is important.
It is. It is. And listen.
A lot of people don't even look up the meanings of their name.
They don't. But that's what I'm saying though. Whenever I have kids, whenever that is, I'm gonna teach my boy the same way. He a king, just like my daughter a queen. I'm raising young bosses. Do that mean that they're gonna be millionaires? No, but just they're gonna keep on going.
Another thing is an environment and everybody else that's an influence on your kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we tell women they beautiful all the day. Snapchat, everything. You look good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes, no, this go both ways. A lot of sisters, not even say just sisters, man. And I mean sisters, not just black, but like sisters and like girls, like women having girlfriends.
Women, right.
A lot of girls don't really uplift each other like how they supposed to. And a lot of guys don't uplift each other how they supposed to, depending on how you who you around. Because people be hating.
A lot of haters, right?
You know what I'm saying? We do raise women a little bit, like, because especially if you're a guy. If I know how I am as a guy and things I've done, you gonna be more when it comes to this type of pocket, you're gonna be harder on your daughter. Like, don't you bringing that home, all that. Right, you're gonna be way harder on her daughter. That's what I was trying to get at, as far as like you raise women a little bit.
I got you from that standpoint.
So that way, because that leads to the point where their ego is already boosted because we're making them seem. We're already raising them like that to have more of value and be more pristine and be a lady. But a lot of women, that's another thing too. He was trying to talk about in his legacy when he was talking is how to be a woman, how to be a lady. But at the same time, like, listen, we're going to the submissive thing. That's what I was trying to go to. When it goes to be
wait a minute though. I wanna just get at that last point real quick about being feminine. Okay, part of being feminine is like we as men gotta be there for our daughters because yes, she learned how to be a woman from her mama, but she gonna learn how a man gonna treat her from her daddy.
That's why it's both that, but it's important.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm not saying that y'all gotta be married, but man, we gotta be present for our kids. I'm not gonna stay on this too long, but like I just also noticed, man, the parents not raising their kids no more. The kids are being raised by their siblings or by their grandparents. So I mean, we gotta raise our kids, and I feel that will solve a lot of this.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of it, That's why I feel like
so this is what you talk about that.
His legacies, it was very impactful. It was very powerful and stuff. The things he did, I feel like it had purpose. It did cause divide, but it had purpose. It's just don't hate on the man because he's dead and stuff like that. One thing I want to get into now, this part I want to get into it concerning his death. Now, like I told you, when I first heard he passed away, I'm like, it's a rumor. And then I'm sitting into myself because I feel like I know other people felt like this. I'm like, if it's a girl involved, it's gonna look bad. And I found out a little more information about it. I remember you told me he was in a hospital. No, not in a hospital. He was hanging
at his home or something.
Yeah, he was hanging with the lady, and she was like a nurse. They said when he passed, when he was having a heart attack and stuff, she was trying to pump on his chest and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But they said he was hanging with her the night before and stuff. Had a couple drinks or whatever and stuff. You know, I don't know if he had any drinks, but I know I've seen him drink. So I don't know if he was. All I'm saying is, listen. The line of work he does, I'm gonna have to listen. I got the videos. I'm gonna tag him in here. I was watching academics and stuff. Okay. Yeah, pulling up stuff, and I would literally pick links in the video. I watched it, bro, so people know my sources of my information. Okay. And I was sitting there listening to it. And I'm like, this is not gonna be good for her because she really could be innocent, but you know the line of work, and you already got a lot of people. It's a lot of women like, oh, I'm glad this dude dead. A lot of black women too, because that was his people. That was his art. That was his target audience that he was making mad. I'm just putting real shit out there. And he was with the black woman. And then he just wake up and then have a heart attack randomly. A man that's talk about health and trying to take care of himself. That's crazy. I'm just saying, like, it's gotta be more to this. It's so vague. You know what I'm saying? I feel like his death is just vague. It was like random as hell. Like I'm like, nah, bro. Like I don't know what's going on. I mean, I hope it's natural, because I don't want nothing, no controversy with his death. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of fucked up. But he already, like, rest in peace, Kevin Samuel. But I just say I hope it's natural, because I don't like seeing people go through shit like that, like being malicious just to kill somebody or something, being secret, you know. But that's what people are thinking, because his line of work, and you gotta think he was just with a woman, and then he spoke up like that, dead. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how people. You feel what I'm saying? You see
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna speculate too much because I really don't know, and you know, I still respect that he got a family, so I respect for his family. I'm not gonna speculate too much on it, but you know, I'm just gonna let it play out. But I mean, his legacy gonna be, he was a polarizing figure. Some loved him, some hated him, some were indifferent, like myself. But I mean, you know, it's just a lot. But I feel that we could take away certain things from it, because I think there were good things that he did.
A lot of good things.
But you know, I'm not even gonna say but. There was a lot of, unfortunately, people will mostly remember the bad. And but the main thing I want us to take away from this is just to not rely on others' opinions for ourselves. Like, start thinking with our own brains, because just go to people that love you, because I feel like the real problem is this. Why these type of shows and other things and conversations can exist. I'm not hating on nobody in that field. But just a lot of times we try to justify ourselves to people that don't really care about us, because you be hearing people talking about she don't buy me no gifts. And it's like, if somebody not looking out for you at all, they don't love you. So sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it. And that's where I want to leave out on that conversation.
I'm gonna use that, especially with these young people. Where go where you celebrate, not you talking. No, see, this is where I got I'm gonna tag this in a link.
Okay.
He titled it that, like, he met her the day before. Now I don't know if that's fully true, but he was putting a little sources. I'm gonna tag the thing, the link in there with DJ that academic, so y'all can know where I got some of my information from, because I was at work. I couldn't dig too much into it. But like, if that's true, he met somebody the day before. I feel so. I just hope, you know, it ain't going like how some people thinking, and even how I'm thinking, because his line of work. But I do appreciate his line of work, man. The high value man, the submissive stuff, women being more ladylike. He has some gems, man. Kevin Samuels definitely has some gems. Y'all just have to go back, and I would advise everybody that do hate the man, go back and really watch him and understand. And that's another thing. When even in a relationship, and he's talking about, that's another thing he was talking about. When you with somebody, you gotta understand the person when you with, so you won't be surprised by too much stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you, like, even if a person do you wrong or if you surprised by some shit they do, once you sit there and think about like how this person is and they actions, and you understand, like, okay, you're not even gonna get mad. You're gonna be upset, but you're gonna restart. It's gonna start making sense. Sometimes you gotta understand the person you're dealing with, so you don't over like just get angry at people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand. Like, I be telling people at work, like, that's dude, like, you gotta get used to. That's how it is. They're not changing no time soon. And so that's one thing I would say. As far as his, like, I feel like he did a good job. Like, you know, rest in peace. I'm kind of sad he gone, for real, for real. Like, I don't know if y'all can hear my voice, because I used to really watch some of his stuff. Not all of it, but like, put it like this: I'll be watching something important, and then like for some reason, depending on like in the mood I am and the title we're talking about, I just click off of that and listen to some of that, like, dead ass, you know, just to learn from it. Like, he one of them people where like I would actually meet and try to, like, I wanted to meet. I don't be wanting to meet celebrities like that, but like I feel like you can learn a lot from him. You know what I'm saying? As a person he know, and he really was he was really, wasn't he really like a designer or something? Not designer, but like he used to tell people how to style and like wear their clothes and stuff.
I don't know.
So he was,
but he was always in suits though. So
you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. You know, he knew the colognes and stuff like that. He kind of watching his cologne stuff helped me out with my early cologne videos and stuff. So yeah, he was an impact. I don't want people to be hating on the man while he's dead, man. Please, I don't want to get on the internet and see a lot of more crazy shit. Like, and what else is I know is weird, bro. As far as him passing, the last couple months, bro, like, I noticed this, man. So when something like happen like this, it's usually a chain reaction with a lot of black men going through shit. Right. So like 42 Doug got arrested again. All right. Watson case, right? Dave Chappelle down there getting tackled. Just a lot of crazy stuff, and I don't understand why a lot of crazy stuff happen to black men like that, like back after back after back.
Man, because it's all part of the plan, man. It's all like, I mean, I believe everything got a deeper meaning.
It does.
So I think that we just can't look at things on face value, but that's why it's important to always pay attention. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with having fun. You need to have fun. Don't live your whole life, I'm just mad, you know, I'm serious. But you know, you can also pay attention to what's going on as well. You can do both. You don't have to just either be super fun and not informed, or you know, super boring and have no fun. It's a medium, and we need to come to that.
It's definitely a medium. We definitely need to come to that. And it's hard being in a relationship now, bro. It is, cause like the one thing that fucks it up
is social media. A lot of stuff.
Oh my god,
social media.
And then the word toxic, bro,
is overused.
It's so overused. So everybody's toxic. If you're not toxic, you can really not be a toxic person. I guarantee somebody say, "Damn, you toxic."
Toxic in the word narcissist are so, and you know, narcissistic, which are the same word. But those words are so overused. I'm like, oh my goodness.
And then like another thing, who hurt you? Like they said that to Averill, they said that to Kevin Samuels. Like, oh, yeah, everybody's been hurt.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Fuck that. Who hurt you? Yes, I've been hurt. That's probably why I'm talking about it, because now he like, not me, but like, that's probably why he's talking about. He's probably been hurt. He was probably, another thing, he was trying to actually help people get more married. That's one thing I will say that's positive. He was trying to help black marriage go up, but he was so Kevin Samuels was so like blunt with his stuff, because that's what he believed and stand for. It kind of might have affected it. You know what I'm saying?
No, it did definitely.
It affected it, but like I guarantee you, let's say vice versa. Let's say every woman got on there and just listened to him. So a lot of women that actually listened to him, like I've like seen him come back and stuff like that, or I've seen him chop it up with him. No, I've seen him talk to this girl before. They was doing a little bit better in their relationship. I'm not even gonna lie. He said he's really helped people, and I gotta believe it. And sometimes y'all gotta listen. Like, that's all. Y'all gotta listen. And that's one thing he told me. Like one thing I heard from him that I heard many a times before. When a woman that listens is like, and I don't mean listen to be submissive, like, oh, you gonna listen to anything I'm fucking saying. I'm like, you listening though. You're taking in what I'm saying. and then you're like you're analyzing the shit, and especially if it's of good use, because sometimes the people we get stuck on our ways, and when a woman is stuck on her way, she's stuck in her way. That's what she believes. She's gonna stand firm on it, because women don't really move backwards like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't really move backwards. You know, we try to all understand each other as different sexes and stuff like that, and that's always been the biggest obstacle, one of the biggest obstacles, especially when it comes to like different type of races and stuff, interracial races. Man. I'm a little tired. My fault, yeah. That's all I really gotta say about it, man. Just don't be on there hating, wishing the man's death, bro. That's crazy. He was doing some positive work, even though it caused a divide. But what do you think? He's talking about relationships. That's what's gonna happen.
It's controversial, yeah.
Controversial, and I'm gonna tell you something. When matter of fact, I'm gonna try not to even comment if I see something about, because the relationship stuff on internet is not. I'm not getting in there.
Don't even pay attention to it, man. Because because people just talking.
It's just gonna get crazy.
People just talking. So I mean, let them talk. Like I don't even care no more. I'm like whatever. I would get riled up like 2-3 years ago. He said what? She said what? No, this ain't true. But now I'm just like, man, people just they just lying. So like I mean, let them talk and go on about your day.
They be saying shit like just, and they don't even want to listen to, like, I don't get on there to argue. I get on there to debate about something, have an opinion, cool, be respectful. Somebody be like, oh, you one of them type of niggas. I'm like, oh, niggas, man. Like, man,